Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
Bogus, Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, things are looking rather bad for Lum just now. His theater, which was not covered by fire insurance, burned down the other day, and inasmuch as the old fellow had traded off his half of the store to Abner, he's now a man without a job. As we look here on the little community today, we find Abner in his Jot 'em Down store and library making a public announcement on the party line. Listen.
Hello? Hello? Hello, everybody. There ain't no far. This is just Abner Peabody with a special announcement to make. Beginning tomorrow, the Jot 'em Down store is having a winter clearance sale. And special for this week only, number 2 wash tubs, regular 50 centers for 48 cents. But you better get here early, 'cause I just got 3 of them, and, well, one of them ain't for sale, 'cause I don't want to be cleaned out of nothing. And we got ladies' hats with ostrich feathers in them for $1.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, howdy, Lum. Sit down. I'll be done here in just a minute.
You could go right ahead, Abner.
Just make an announcement. Hello? That was Lum that just come in the store here. Well, don't forget the sale. Everything you see here in the store with the yellow tag on it, why, that's on sale. It's been marked down. And, well, I reckon that's all for today. Listen in on the party line regular for more Peabody specials. Goodbye.
Did I hear you say you was putting on a sale?
Yeah, just sitting here and happened to think about it and decide to start one.
Well, you're going to need some extra help around here, ain't you?
Huh?
Go to marking all this stuff down, putting yellow tags on everything.
Oh, well, no, me, I ain't going to put yellow tags on everything.
Well, I thought I heard you say on the phone just now you was.
Yeah, I know. No, I ain't going to all that bother. I don't expect many folks to drop in for the sale no way. Seems like most folks trade over at Dick Huddleston's place now. And I ain't got much merchandise to mark down either, as far as that goes.
Well, what you putting on a sale for then?
Oh, I don't know. Just something to do. Get sort of lonesome around here by myself. And thought it might bring in a few folks to talk to, visit with, you know.
Someone was telling me that you ain't been able to hire no assistant to work for you here in the store.
No, I ain't. Grandpappy Spears is too lazy to work, and Cedric's got about all he can do holding down his defense plant job. Besides, he claims he won't work for no employer that can't furnish 5 recommends, and I couldn't do it.
Well, you'll sort of be short-handed around here then, won't you?
Yeah, well, just have to get along somewhere or other, I reckon.
Well, now, you want to be careful, Abner. You're getting up in years, and I wouldn't try to overdo myself.
No, I'll watch it, yeah.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know yet what I'm going to do.
What about them ideas that you was talking about yesterday? You said you didn't know which one of them jobs you was going to take.
Well, I don't know. They never worked out exactly.
No.
Didn't appeal to me.
Well, how about that Hollywood job? You said they's anxious to get you out there as long as you know so much about the picture business. Bogus, that ought to appeal to you, oughtn't it?
Well, yeah, but I don't know. It ain't patriotic to travel these days, one thing or another. I finally decided to give that up.
Huh. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, that sounded pretty good to me. I'd have taken that job if I had to walk clean out there to get it.
Well, to be honest, Edmund, that's what I'd have had to did.
Huh?
I ain't got the price of a train fare to Fort Smith even, let alone Hollywood.
Huh? Are you plumb broke on?
Practical.
Huh?
What profits I'd made off in the picture show, I had to pay for them chairs I had rented and for the films I had last week.
Well, what about the building, Lon? You have to pay Dick Huddleston for that, too, don't you?
No. It turned out that Dick had some fire insurance on that building, so I got out of that.
Oh.
Lucky for me.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Crazy if I'd just taken out a fire insurance policy myself, I'd have enough capital to get started again.
Well, I hate to be one of them I told you so's, but That insurance seller kept trying to get hold of you, Lum, and you claimed you was too busy to see him.
Yeah, I ought to be bored for the simples, looks like.
Was everything burned up in the fire? Wasn't there nothing told, say?
Not a thing.
Huh?
Cleaned me out good.
Well,
I'm ruined. That's all there are to it. Just plumb ruined. No, I've got to find work summers.
it's going to be pretty hard to do, too, I reckon, around here right now.
I don't hardly know where to start out to look for a job.
No.
This fall, I might get a job picking cotton or something.
Yeah.
But it's a long time to land. I've got to eat.
No, only yes, you can't sit around here hungry till fall. Let's see, ought to be somebody needing a hand around here.
Of course, I know the store business better than anything else.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Don't reckon you know of anybody in the store business that's needing a hand, do you?
No, I reckon not. Well, not offhand this way, no.
I thought maybe you might know of somebody that's been trying to hire an assistant and ain't been able to, or something.
No. Have you talked to Dick Huddleston? He might be needing somebody.
Well, Dick never does hire no outside help. He's got his woman there to help him, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
Your woman never does help you down here, does she?
No, she don't know nothing about working in the store. Besides, she's got all she can see after there at the place. Got an extra lot of wood for her to chop this year. I had some dug down off the mountain. She's way behind in it right now, way behind.
Got the stock to look after, too.
Yeah.
That just leaves you here in the store by yourself, don't it?
Yeah, and I don't see how I'm going to tend to it all by myself, neither. I just don't see my way clear.
Well, what you need is a good man to help you.
Yes, that's exactly what I need. But they're hard to find, Mom. Special somebody you can trust. They're hard to find.
Yeah, that's one thing I can say for myself. I am honest.
Oh, you're honest, dear.
Yeah, me and you always trusted one another. Did you ever worry when you left me here in the cash drawer, both here by ourselves?
Why, no. Of course not. But it ain't everybody that's as honest as you are, Lum. I reckon I'll find somebody around here somewhere, though, eventually.
Well, you know, I was telling you a minute ago that I was needing a job.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think, too. There's bound to be a place for you somewhere. Now, let's see.
Think hard.
I'll tell you. Buford Adams is running his papa's store over at Cherry Hill now. He might be needing some extra help.
Yeah.
And Gilroy Adams here in town is a cousin of Buford's, and Gilroy's a good friend of Grandpappy Spears, so maybe you could get Grandpap to put in a good word for you, know.
Yeah, the trouble is, though, I sort of hate to leave Pine Ridge. Got my place here and everything.
Yeah, that's right. No,
yeah, it'd be a heap better if I could get a job in some store here.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see now. Wait a minute.
Huh?
What's the matter with me, anyway?
Go ahead, Abner. What'd you start to say?
Swan too good if I ain't a dummy. Never once entered my mind.
Well, I wondered.
You don't care who you work for, do you?
Oh, no, of course not.
I've got the very job for you.
Good. When do I go to work?
Well, now, I don't know about that. Fact is, I don't even know what he'll pay you, but I know he's needing somebody bad.
He is?
Yeah.
Well, who are you talking about anyway?
Luke Spears. He can't find nobody nowhere to wash dishes for him down there at the restaurant. Everybody's working over the defense plan, seems like.
You mean you want me to start washing dishes for a living?
No, not me, Luke. He's the one that's looking for a dishwasher. No, Elizabeth does ours, yeah.
I'm feared I ain't cut out for that kind of work, Abner. Might get dishpan hands and all that.
You could, yeah.
Can't you think of nobody else that's needing somebody?
Well, of course, there's always a defense plan. I believe Walt Bates is looking for some truck drivers over there. Loading the trucks, I believe, is what he wants them for.
Loading trucks, huh?
Well, of course, that's pretty hard work there, though, Lum. I don't know where you could stand up under it or not at your age. That's awful heavy lifting.
Yeah, that's the trouble.
Yeah.
The dishwashing's too light a work for me, and the truck loading's too hard for me.
Yeah. You're too heavy for light work and too light for heavy work, looks like.
Ought to be something right in twixt them two. Something like, say, for instance, a store job. I'm just the right weight for that.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
Boy, I'd dig right in and straighten up the shelves, and if they's having a sale, I could help mark the sale prices on everything.
Yeah, well, that'd be better than doing odd jobs over at Sister Simpson's boarding house for a handout.
A handout?
Yeah, I'd hate to see you get down to that long.
As I'd take that dishwashing job before I'd work for Sister Simpson, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah. Of course, now that dishwashing job might be just as bad. Luke's woman, does the cooking there at the restaurant. And I don't believe her and you get along at all, She's an awful hard woman to get along with. Awful hard.
I don't know what to do.
Oh,
It's nice that you ain't in my fix, Abner.
that I ain't.
Yeah, because you've got a family.
Oh, yeah.
You ought to be glad you got the store instead of the picture show when we unsolved partnerships.
Oh, my. I should say I am.
I reckon it don't matter much about me.
Huh?
Does seem funny, though. Here we've been partners all these years. Now you got a nice store here, doing well, and I ain't got nothing. Just shows it's a small world after all. Here today and gone tomorrow.
Well, you ain't figuring on leaving, are you, Lum?
Oh,
Oh, I thought you said something about you going to be gone tomorrow or something.
well, no, I don't aim to leave, unless I have to.
Oh, good.
Might have to go to the poorhouse, the way it looks. Over the hill to the poorhouse.
Yeah, reckon why they always put them things on the other side of a hill that way. Bad enough for a feller to have to walk on level ground to get to 'em, much less having to climb clean over a hill. If I ever build one of them, I'm going to put it this side of the hill if it's the last thing I ever do.
I hate to even think about it.
Yeah, it's
It
fair.
does look like a shame the old man get up my age. Always been uncommonly big success, and all of a sudden wake up and find myself without nothing. Failure.
Oh, I wouldn't call you a failure, Lum. Exactly.
Well, I ain't got nothing. Ain't hardly got a nickel to my name.
No. Well, Lum, I don't want to make you mad by saying this, and I know you ain't going to like the idea of working for a certain fella, but he's needing somebody to help him in his store the worst way, and if you'll consider doing it, why, it'd be a big accommodation to him, and, well, who I'm talking about is me.
Say that again, Abner.
Now, don't get mad, Lum. I just...
Mad? Granny, that's what I come over here for.
Well, why in the world didn't you say so? I was just busting to ask you, but, I just figured you'd think I was trying to show off in front of you.
You mean you'll sure enough give me a job helping you here in the store?
Why, I sure be tickled to death to have you.
Granny's, I'm hard. Granny's, Abner, I believe that's our ring.
I Bogus, Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now, let's see what's going on down at Pine Ridge. Well, Lum has been in pretty desperate circumstances since his theater burned down, and yesterday he appealed to his old friend Abner for a job at the Jot 'em Down store and was immediately hired. And so now the former president of this business establishment is now its delivery boy. As we look in on the little community today, we find Grandpappy Spears in the Jot 'em Down store and library discussing this new turn of events with Abner.
Hey, you mean you're sure enough working for Abner here in the store, Lum?
Yeah, but just twixt me and you, Grandpap, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to put up with it, though. I'll tell you, there's the hardest one man to work for I ever seen in my life.
Abner is, huh?
Yes, sir. He don't let up a minute. Now, he's had me sweep out the store twice today already. And I know the minute he gets back, he'll have something else studied up for me to do.
Yeah, sir, that's the pigeon-toedest thing I ever heard of.
If it weren't a case of work or starve, I'd walk right out on him. Now, I wouldn't put up with that little varmint sassing me around that way. No, sir. Not Milford Avery Spears wouldn't. No, sir, sir. Well, I'd almost rather dig ditches than to have that little critter ordering me around. And I'm half a mind to do it, too. Almost. Why don't you just go to New York City and take up some of them ideas you was telling me about the other day? Well, I'm going to do that, but I got to keep this job and save up some money first. See, them ideas of mine will take a batch of capital. Yeah, I see. Well, how much is Abner paying you, Lum? $3 a week. $3? Lord sakes, he offered me 3-4 times that much. I know it. It's humiliating. Downright humiliating. And that ain't the worst of it. Now, you take this morning, for instance. Sister Simpson called up for a spool of thread. A spool of thread, mind you. He sent me clean over to her place, walked all the way over there in that cold wind with a spool of number 50 white thread when it was a spool of number 60 black thread she wanted. So I had to walk all the way over there and back twice. Well, you ought to have made a mistake. Well, I never made it. It was Abner. And it wouldn't surprise me none if he never done it on a purpose, too. Well, I'll be a monkeyed, pigeon-toed uncle. He just appears to take a delight in ordering me around. Special if there's a customer in here. That's when he likes to show off. He embarrassed me to death in front of Ezra Seastrunk this morning. Calls me boy, you know. Boy? Yeah, boy this and boy that. I reckon he better not never work for me again. If I was you, I'd go to California and pick out of Cabos if I was you. I tell you, this is an awful come down for me. Here 2 months ago, I was president of this store. Now I'm nothing but a delivery boy. I tell you, it's humiliating. Out and out.
Hey, what's going on in here? Come on, get up from there, boy.
Well,
What do you mean sitting around like this when there's work to be did around here?
I just sat down for half a second to talk to Grandpap.
Hey, Grandpap, that's another thing. I don't want you coming down here taking up my delivery boy's time. I ain't paying him to sit around and gossip. Go on, get back there, boy, and get that feed room straightened up now.
Why, straighten it up once today.
Straighten it up again, and don't be talking back to me neither.
All right.
When you get that done, why, sprinkle the floor down right good and sweep out again. I want this place kept clean in here.
But, Abner, I swept the store out twice today. There ain't no sense to...
Are you arguing back with me?
No, Abner,
Hey, don't call me Abner. I'm Mr. Peabody to you. Don't get so familiar around here. Now go on, get on back there and get your work done.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, swan to goodness, Abner, that beats anything I ever heard in my life. You ordering Lum around that way.
Quicker he learns who's boss around here, the better off he'll be. Go on, boy. Don't be standing there eavesdropping. I see you. Go on, get to work.
Yes, sir. I never would have thought he'd have took it off of you.
Well, he's got to if he works here. I'll fire him so quick he won't know how it happened. I'm paying him twice what he's worth now.
Well, he ain't no use to browbeat a feller, Abner. Lum's having a hard run of luck here late, looks like. And here you are taking advantage of it.
Man, I was just saying all that so he could hear me, Grandpa. I can see the top of his head there in the feed room door. I know he's trying to hear what we're saying. See, what I'm doing is just trying to learn him a lesson.
Learn him a lesson?
Why, yeah. I come down here this morning, you'd have thought he was boss. Sitting there in that chair, reared back with his feet propped up on the desk like he owned the place.
Well, he always did sort of run things when him and you was partners.
That's just the reason I'm putting him in his place. Started right out this morning trying to tell me how to run things. 2 or 3 days like today, and I'll have him tame as a kitten.
Well, I don't believe you ought to be too hard on him, Abner.
I ain't forgot the times he's bossed me around. This is more fun than I've had in 6 years. Just a chance I've been waiting for. Did he say anything about me bossing him around before I come in, Grandpa?
Well, yes, he did sort of make mentions of it.
What'd he say?
Well, he don't like it, I'll tell you that.
He don't...
Said you was the meanest feller to work for he ever seen in his life.
He did? Well, good. I'd give anything to hear him say that. Oh, it's just killing him is what it's doing. I'm just waiting for that Miss Milbank. You know, the one Lum sort of cast sheep eyes at over at church of a Sunday.
Oh, yeah, sure, I know her.
I'm just waiting for her to come in this door. I'm going to give Lum a good going over right in front of her.
Oh, now, Abner,
I'll do it.
Just about kill him. I wouldn't go too far with him, or he'd liable to haul off and whop you one.
Well, I don't think he will. I believe I've got him right where I want him. He still talks back a little, but I'll have him whipped in shape in a couple of days now. And just think, he used to boss me around. Doggies, I still can't get used to it, though, Grandpa. Every once in a while, I still forget who's boss and start to ask him if I can do something.
Yeah, natural you would.
I just been sitting around studying up stuff to make him do. I wouldn't take nothing for this. Him and his big talk. All them old Eddard sayings, you know, he's always pulling on somebody.
Yeah.
He started on one of them this morning. I just told him to hush right up, but I never wanted to hear it. You ought to seen the expression on his face.
Jiminy Abner, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I'm just doing it for his own good.
Yeah, but you're carrying things way yonder too far, I'm feared.
It's the only way to handle fellers like Lum, Grandpap. If I don't get the upper hand of him, why, he'll be running the store again, same as he's always did. I just can't let that happen.
Yeah, but you ought to pay him more money at least. That $3 ain't enough to keep him in victuals hardly.
Oh, well, I just told him that. I'm going to give him more. Give him $10, I guess. Maybe 12 even, I don't know. But I want him to start at the bottom, work up, appreciate what he gets.
Mind now, here he comes. Here he comes back.
Yeah, what is it? What do you want, boy?
Well, I got the feed room straightened up, Mr. Peabody.
Well, it's about time. Well, you can sit down and rest for a minute then before you start sweeping out again. Don't want you to overdo it.
Sweeping out again?
Yeah.
You mean I gotta sweep the store again?
I told you I wanted you to sprinkle the floor down good and sweep it out. Now, that's what I want did.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Mr. Peabody, I was just noticing that flour back there. Some of it's been there quite a while. Might be a good idea to put a special price on that and sort of move it out.
I'll do the pricing around here.
Well, I just thought...
Well, you ain't got no business thinking.
No, sir.
I'm going to put a special on that flour, but now don't you get it in your head that you give me the ID.
Oh, of course not. No. But if it's me, I'd make an announcement on the party line and shave the price a little.
Yeah, maybe I had better do... yeah, I was going to do that, yeah. It was my own ID. Excuse me, Grandpap, I'll do that right now before I let it slip my mind again. How much do you think we ought to ask for it, Lum? Never mind, I'll do the thinking around here.
You stand by the stove there, Grandpap. Gets kind of cool back there in the feed room. Yeah, you must be tired, too, Lum, moving them 100-pound sacks of feed around. I never moved none. I just told him it was already straight. Just sit down and rest it back there.
Hello? Hello, everybody. It's John and down store talking. Ain't no far. I just got an extra special announcement to make.
Hope nobody's listening.
I'm running a big sale on flour this week, and 48-pound sacks are regular $1.50 sellers. This week's special for $1.25.
Listen to that. In the first place, we ain't got nothing but 24-pound sacks. If it was 48 pounds, it wouldn't be worth that what he's saying. Never did know prices.
What's that, Lum?
Nothing. I was just talking to Grandpap.
Say, folks, that reminds me, too. I just want to tell you that I got a new delivery boy now, so that I can give you quick service. He better give quick service. If he don't, report him to me, and I'll fire him. Anything you want, why, just call up, and I'll send him right over with it in a dead run. We're going back to the old pre-war days of having delivers every day. Well, I reckon that's all for today, folks. Goodbye. Okay, that party line's about the handiest thing I ever seen. Showing these folks around here how a grocery store ought to be run, I reckon.
Yep.
Got a man at the head of it now that knows the business. It's a good thing I got hold of it when I did, too. More likely been a bankrupted by this time. Yes, sir, it's just a lucky thing. Wait a minute. Answer the phone, boy.
You mean you want me to answer?
I'm looking at you, ain't I? Get on over. Get a move on.
All right.
Me act like you're 150-year-old.
I feel like it today. Hello? John Down Store and Library, L. Eddard's president.
Just say boy talk.
Hello, yes, Mom?
Can say deliver, boy, I reckon, if you want to.
Why, sure we can. What was you needing?
I hope it's cleaned at Cherry Hill. That's all I hope.
What else?
Send him in a dead trot.
All right, I'll get it right over there.
Some dog trot all the way over and back.
Yes, Mom. All right, much obliged to you.
A had a big
Abner, the
flash
widow
like
Abernathy
this.
needs a can of baking powders right away.
Can of baking
Yeah,
powder.
she's waiting to make biscuits for supper, so you'll have to hurry. Here, take this can and get on over there as quick as you can. Hurry up.
Yeah, sure. Widow Abernathy, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Hurry now. She's waiting for
Yeah,
us.
I'll see you later, Grandpa.
Yeah, all right, Abner. That's right. Just look at him go. Yeah, he's sure making tracks. Wait a minute, though. You're supposed to be the deliver boy here now. Yeah, that's the funny part about it. He plumb forgot that. Yes, sir. Now, that's a good one on him. Taking it over there himself. Yeah, not only that, he's taking her baking powders and she ordered baking soda. You'll have to make another trip. All right, Grannies, I figured I'd study some way to get him.
Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
All right, Bogus Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down Pine Ridge. Well, since Lum's theater burned down and he's forced to take a job as delivery boy at the Sundown store, Abner's having the time of his life being the boss for a change. In virtually making a slave of Lum, Abner feels that he's teaching his ex-partner a much-needed lesson in humility. As we listen on the little community today, we find that Jot 'em Down's new delivery boy talking on the telephone. Listen.
For goodness sakes, is it meeting today? Granny's, I'd plumb forgot about that. Things have been so mixed up lately, I ain't been able to keep track of nothing, looks like. Why, sure, I'll be there. Yeah, who's going to be the Toastmaster today? Me? Well, sure, I'd love to, but it ain't my turn. Oh, I see. Well, sure, yeah, you can count on me. Yes, sir. Yeah, well, I'll see you down at Luke's then, Ezzy. All right, fine. Grannies. Oh, morning, Abner. You're just the fella I want to see. I'll have to be gone for a couple of hours this noon on account of the regular meeting.
Now, just a minute now, boy. Now, first place, I want you to call me Mr. Peabody. And in the second place, if you want any time off, why, you come to me and ask me in the regular way.
Well, what is a regular way?
Why, it's just a regular way, that's all. Can't wait till I sit down in my rocking chair here, and then you can ask me. Oh,
What do you mean, your rocking chair? That's mine, and you know it.
When you signed over your half the store to me, you said everything and it went with it. You said that yourself.
I never meant personal things like that, though. I don't think.
Well, let's not discuss it now. I've got too much work lined up for you to do today to waste any time on a batch of prattle. Now, what did you want to ask me?
Well, you see, today is the bi-monthly meeting.
Stand up there straight. Now, I never told you could sit down. Stand up.
All right.
Take your hands out of your pockets. Stand up straight. There's one thing I can't put up with. It's a slouchy-looking delivery boy. Now, that's better. All right, go ahead.
Well, today's the bi-monthly meeting of the Pine Ridge Business Leaders Club, so natural I have to go to it. And that general takes around 2 hours or so, and I thought
Now,
maybe...
why do you have to go to it?
Why, Because I'm a member of it. I've always gone to it. Been invited. It's just natural, that's all.
What did you say the name of that outfit was?
Well, you know what it is as well as I do. It's the Pine Ridge Business Leaders Club.
Business leader, huh?
Yeah.
Do you call a delivery boy a business leader? Seems to me that you're sort of overstepping your place, boy. You just better get on back there in the feed room now and open up them packing boxes and let's hear no more of this nonsense.
Well, now, wait a minute, Abner.
Mr. Peabody.
Mr. Peabody.
Better.
This is a special meeting today. We're having businessmen from Odin and Cherry Hill as our guests.
Well, that's nice. Hope they enjoy it.
Well, they won't enjoy it if I ain't there. Because Earl Pomeroy was supposed to be Toastmaster today, but he can't make it, so they asked me if
I'd just rather not hear another word about it. Now, get to work, boy. We got work to do.
Now, Abner, you know how much I enjoy these meetings.
I don't care how much you enjoy.
Well, don't you want the Jot 'em Down store to be represented at such a big meeting as that?
Well, it wouldn't hurt nothing, I reckon. Yeah, it wouldn't do much good neither.
It'd be awful good advertising. And it wouldn't look right if there weren't nobody there from the leading store of Polk County.
Leading store?
Yeah, that's about what it is now since you've taken over here. You're doing a wonderful job with it, Abner.
I am, huh?
Oh, sure. So natural, the leading store has to be represented there today.
Yeah, ought to. Yeah, I hadn't thought of it just that way. No, hadn't done it. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, Lum. Who's making arrangements for the meeting?
Ezra Seastrump is. He's chairman of the committees.
Yeah, well, you call up Ezra.
Yeah?
And tell him I'll be proud to come to the meeting.
You will?
Why, sure.
Well, now, wait a minute, Abner. You couldn't go to the meeting. You've never been to one of them affairs in your whole life. You wouldn't know how to act there.
Well, I'm going. I can't learn no younger.
Well, you wouldn't fit in there.
I don't know why I wouldn't. I'm the owner and president of the leading store of Polk County, you know.
Well, yeah.
Go on, call up Ezra, tell him I'll be there.
Well, now, listen, Abner, you wouldn't want your leading store disgraced, would you? You wouldn't want it to be the laughing stocks, would you?
Well, no, of course not.
All right, then, you better be careful who you send over there to represent you. Get a man that's had experience at them meetings. A fella that can get up on his feet and do some plain and fancy out-loud talking.
Well, if I get anybody, I want to get the head man, the owner. And that's me. I'll call up Ezra myself and tell him he won't do it.
Now, wait a minute, Abner.
Awful hard to get help nowadays. Will do what you tell them to do. I found
Abner, you don't know how to get up there and be a Toastmaster.
Just a minute. Wait just a minute. Be quiet. I can't hear and you holler. Hello? Is that you, Ezra? This is Abner Peabody. Oh, just fine. Say, Ezra, Lum won't be able to come to that meeting today, so...
That done.
What? Oh, he'll be tied up at the store.
That done it.
Yeah, it is a shame, but I'll be there in his place. Well, don't worry, I know what to do.
Oh, yeah.
Why, sure. Yeah, all right, Ezra. Yeah, I'll see you over there. And that takes care of that. Now, get your work, boy. Hurry up. There's things to do around
All right,
here.
but I'd just love to be there and watch you when you get to make your opening remarks.
Opening remarks?
Why, sure. The Toastmaster always does that. Makes a few opening remarks. That always reminds him of a humorous joke and tells a couple of them before he starts introducing the other speakers, of course.
Well, what's that got to do with me?
Well, that's what you're going to be, the Toastmaster of the meeting. See, that's why Ezra wanted me to be sure and be there today. It was actual Earl Pomeroy's turn today to be Toastmaster, but he couldn't make it. Just twixt me and you, though, I bound you Earl just got cold feet and was afraid to go through with it when you heard he was having all them out-of-town guests today.
Well, Lum, maybe...
And you can't hardly blame Earl. That's going to be an extra hard job over there today.
Yes,
To be honest, I'm glad I'm out of it.
Well, now, Lum, if you really want to go over there...
No, I can't go now. I'm going to be tied up at the store here.
Well, I'll untie you. I'll let you off early at noon.
No, couldn't think of it. Got them packing boxes to uncrate. Got all that delivers to make. Don't forget, I'm just a deliver boy.
Yeah, that's right. And let's see,
What you better be doing is getting a list of all the speakers and find out what they've did all through life so as you can say, it's now my great honor and pleasure to introduce a man who's so-and-so and so-and-so. A man who, so-and-so and so-and-so, and tell about it. Man who, so-and-so.
You mean I have to do all that?
Why, sure. You better be writing down your opening speech, too. It's awfully important that you get off to a good start, you know.
Yeah. Well, Lum, would you sort of help me with it a little?
Oh, what would a little old deliver boy know about such as that? You're the business leader around here.
Yeah, that's right. Now, let's see, reckon I better start writing something down here. Is it all right to put stuff like that down on a grocery order pad?
I don't know. I don't want to overstep myself.
Well, I reckon it'll do. See now. Dear Sir. No, that's for starting out letters, that Dear Sir stuff. How would you start this out, Lum?
I got to get back there and work on them packing cases.
Now, let's see here. Ladies and gentlemen, I take pleasure today in being here.
Ladies? You ever hear of ladies at a business leaders meeting?
Oh, no ladies there, huh?
Well, don't ask me. I'm just a boy that works here.
Oh. Gentlemen, I'm standing here before you this sunshiny day. And, what's the matter? Did I say something wrong there?
I don't know. Nothing but a grocery boy.
Now, Lum, you've got to tell me now what was wrong with that.
Well, now, a big business leader like you don't want to take the opinions of a $3 a week boy. Surely you ain't going to stoop that low.
No, I reckon not. Gentlemen and business leaders, Lum, stop that whistling now. I can't concentrate on nothing with that noise going on around here.
Excuse me, go ahead.
You get on back to the feed room, get them packing cases opened up. That's what you better do.
Yes, sir, boy. Yes, sir. Going right now.
Let's see here. Blame it. Businessmen and leaders, here I stand up here. No, that's no good. Howdy do, everybody. Don't sound good. The meeting will now come to order. I'm proud to see your faces. Smiling faces, I put. Especially you out-of-town fellers. Fact is, you remind me of a joke. Let's see a joke.
Say, Abner, what are you doing? Talking to yourself?
Huh? Oh, howdy, Grandpa. Bogus, I ain't no out-loud talker.
Well, I never said you was.
I just ain't gonna do it. That's all there to it. Bogus, I'll show that varmint who's the boss around here. Hey, Lum! Boy, come in here.
What are you fixing to do to poor old Lum?
I'll show him a thing or two. Hurry up, boy.
I'm coming. What is it, Mr. Peabody?
I want you to get your hat and coat. You already got them, ain't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm ordering you to go over to that meeting today in my place.
Well, now, wait. You can't force me into nothing.
I can do it. I'm the boss here. Now, hurry up. Get going.
Well, all right, I'll go, but I want you to know it ain't 'cause I want to. I'm just doing it to save my job. You're a hard man, Abner. Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
Hi, Bogus, Lum. I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner. And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, in spite of the fact that Abner now holds the whip as far as the management of the store is concerned, it's beginning to appear that Lum is somehow able to dominate the situation pretty much as he did when he was president of the establishment instead of its delivery boy. As we look in on the little community today, we find owner Peabody in his jot-em-down store and library struggling with some bookkeeping, while Lum is leisurely straightening up some canned goods. Listen.
Oh, see now. Bring down the 6 and push over the 1. No, push it back again here. 7 and 9 are 19, I believe it is. Always, I wish I had more fingers. Pull my shoes off a minute to count these things up. See, put down a 9. Doggy, fit you mixed up. 4 and 5 and 2 is the 2.
Down, disco pack.
Boy, hash up that singing, will you, please?
Yes, sir, Mr. Peabody. Yes, sir.
And concentrate. 4 and 5
Yes,
and 2.
sir. Happy I couldn't help myself.
Wait a minute. Pull that 9 down there again. That makes, see what does that make, boy, come over here just a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Peabody. Coming right up. What is it, sir?
What are you so all-fired happy about anyway?
Why, just love my work so much is all. Enjoyed something wonderful.
Well, from now on, don't enjoy it so much. It gets on my nerves all all this singing around here.
Well, don't you want folks to think that you treat your help good?
Well, yeah, I reckon so, but just don't overdo it.
Yes, sir. Is that all, Mr. Peabody?
No, I want you to add up these figures here in this bookkeeping book.
Me add up figures?
That's what I said.
You're asking a poor, ignorant deliver boy to add up figures?
That's what I said, didn't I?
You mean you can't do it, huh?
Why, sure I can do it. I just want to see if you'd be any good at such as this. Want to break you in on some of this other stuff around here, and maybe someday I might advance you to a higher job.
Well, that's mighty thoughty of you, Mr. Peabody, but I'm satisfied right where I'm at. I love my work.
Oh.
I believe I was cut out for a deliver boy.
Well, I'm advancing you to bookkeeper right now.
Oh, no, I ain't got enough brains for a job like that. I'd have you bankrupted in no time at all. No, I just couldn't handle it.
Now, listen, Lum, you used to do all this around here, and you always bragged on yourself how good you was at figures.
Well, that was a long, long time ago, though, when I was president of a store. But a feller gets rusty on that arithmetic if he don't keep at it. No, about all I'm smart enough to do now is deliver a few groceries. I can do that good, though. Move a couple of sacks around now and then. That's about all.
All right, Bogus, I'm still boss around here, and I order you to do this here bookkeeping.
Well, I'd love to the worst way, but I'm just too ignorant.
You ain't no such a thing.
Go ahead and try me out on some figures, and I'll show you.
Huh?
Ask me how much 10 and 10 is.
All right. How much is 10 and 10?
That's too hard for me, I'm feared. 21. See there, got it wrong.
Wrong? Ain't 21 the right answer?
I know, 20 is the right answer.
Oh,
But I never in the world could have got it.
Well,
No, I might guess 21 one time, 17 the next, or 30, or 16. I just ain't no good at doing something. That's all there is to it.
for the land's sake.
No, it takes a big business executive like you to do that bookkeeping stuff. Of course, now, if you actually can't do it,
I can do it all right, just as good as anybody.
well, then you won't need me for it, will you?
No, I reckon not.
Well, good. Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that
I
pistol
told
down.
you once to hush up that singing around here.
Excuse me, Mr. Peabody, I forgot.
Go on in the back room there and move them feed sacks. Move them over to the north side of the room there.
I already moved them over there.
Well, move them back to the south side then.
Well, I don't think there's time for me to do that. It's might not quitting time now.
I don't care if it is. Go back there and do it if it takes you clean up to midnight.
Yeah, of course, I expect to be paid overtime.
I don't... Huh?
Time and a half or overtime, that's what it is.
Huh? Well, move as many as you got time for then.
Yes, sir. Oh, lay that pistol
See,
down.
where was I
lay
now?
that pistol down.
7 and 9 is 19. I know that. And let's see. Notice how I get mixed up on this stuff there. 7 and 9 is 19.
Yeah, howdy.
Huh? Oh, howdy, Grandpap. Glad to see you. Come on in.
Yeah, what's the trouble, Abner? You look sort of wore out there. You don't look like you're feeling your level best.
Oh, I ain't, Grandpap. I ain't. So these things ain't worked out like I allowed they would around here.
What do you mean?
I mean me hiring that Lum for my deliver boy.
Oh, yeah, poor old Well, sir, I sure feel sorry for him, Abner, the way you've treated him.
Oh, Fred.
Working him to death, what you're doing.
I ain't no such a
Working
thing.
him to death.
Well, fact is, it's just the other way around. I'm working myself to pieces here, and that Lum's enjoying himself.
Enjoying himself.
Why, sure. Goes around here singing all day, chuckling to himself, just happy as a cub bird at a honey tree.
Well, he's just more than likely getting hysterical, that's all. Feller can stand it just so long, then he cracks up, you know. It's more than likely affecting his mind.
Oh, it ain't no such a thing. I'm the one that's having his mind affected. Look at all this bookkeeping stuff here. Been working on it for 2 days, and Bogus, I'm worse mixed up right now than I was when I started. Can't make head or toe out of it. That dead blame Lum won't turn a hand to help me around here.
He won't, huh?
Oh, no. Claims he's too ignorant.
Oh, sure.
He was the one that started up our bookkeeping system here in the first place. And it was him that always done all the figuring on it. Now he claims that he just ain't got the brains for it. Fact is, I tried him out on some figures a while ago when he got the wrong answer, he said.
Yeah, that's just what I've been telling you. See there, poor old Lum's mind's going bad. Losing some of his marbles. More than likely lost a spoke out of his wheel.
He ain't no such a
Might have
thing.
lost his toe for all I know.
He's just putting that on, that's what he did. Just putting on.
You've ruined old Lum, that's what you did, Abner. You broke his spirit.
I ain't no such a thing, Grandpap. All I doing is just trying to learn him a lesson, trying to get some of them big ideas out of his head and make him see his mistake and never selling his half of the store.
Poor old
I just wanted him to know how it felt to be bossed around all the time.
He's a goner.
Now, Bogus, if he ain't enjoying it, that's what he's doing.
Well, I'm glad he's getting some enjoyment out of life.
Glad?
I know me and Charity are aiming to do all we can to cheer him up. That's why we're putting on this supper for him tonight.
Supper? What supper?
Oh, didn't he tell you about it?
Why, no, he never said a word.
Well, we're inviting over a few of his close friends. Eastrock says, Charlie Redfield and his woman and a couple of others.
Oh.
Lum's carrying Miss Milbank to it.
Miss Milbank?
Yeah, I knowed Lum was sort of sweet on her now. He'd been sparking at her, so we asked him if he wouldn't bring her, and he was tickled plumb to death.
Brother Land, takes plenty of all this tonight.
Yeah. I reckon the Eastrunkses are on their way there already. I got to get home and help Charity right now, too. Come to think of it.
I thought I saw Lum's blue serge suit hanging up there in the feed room. He must have brought that down here this morning. More than likely he's back there right now putting it on.
Yeah, he's going direct from here, I know. Right at quitting time.
Well, I do know.
And that reminds me of what I come in here for. Miss Milbank's going to meet Lum right out in front of the store, tell him. Will you tell him that?
Yeah, sure, I'll tell him.
Yeah, she had to come downtown for something anyway, so she said she'd just meet him and walk over to the place with him.
I see. I'll tell him.
Oh, Lum made us promise not to mention that he's just a deliver boy now.
Not to mention it.
Yeah, he said it'd just embarrass him half to death if she ever caught him toting groceries around.
Oh, excuse me a minute, Grandpap. I believe there's all right.
Yeah, well, go ahead. I got to skedaddle on home anyway.
It's all right. Hello. Peabody's got him down store and library. Abner Peabody, proprietor's doing the talking. What is it, Aunt Charity?
Charity? Oh, tell her I've already went, Abner. I'll see you later.
Just a minute, Charity. Grandpap? Hey, Grandpap. Hello, Charity. I couldn't catch him. Oh, well, that's too bad. Why, sure we can. Yeah, wait till I get a pencil here. Just a minute. All right. Pound of coffee. 5 pounds of sugar. Is that all? Oh, you ought to get more than that, Terry. I tell you, we got a nice special on lard today. Yes, Tom. All right, bucket of lard. How about a good wash tub? I just got one left, and I'll let you have it cheap. Well, it might be gone tomorrow. Them things is getting scarce, you know. All right, one wash tub. How about a broom? Got some awful nice brooms. Special price on them today. All right. What else now? Is that all? All right, Charity. Oh, you bet, sure. Not at all. Goodbye. Oh, they cut down the...
Well, Mr. Peabody, it's quitting time, so I reckon I'll be going now.
It ain't no such a thing. Look at the clock there. 6 minutes yet.
That's right, ain't it? I guess my watch is a little fast.
Will you reach me that wash tub hanging up there right there?
What do you want with the wash tub?
Don't ask so many questions. Just get the tub down.
All right.
And get me one of them new brooms over there, too. I'll get the lard and the coffee myself.
Broom, huh?
Yeah, get one of them brooms.
What are you doing with all this stuff?
Oh, nothing. Doggy, you sure look nice in that fancy blue serge suit there.
Well, you want your deliver boy to look good, don't you? Be a credit to the store.
Oh, sure. Say, Grandpappy Spears was just in here. He said to tell you that Miss Milbank said she'd meet you out in front of the store and walk over to some supper with her or something like that.
She did, huh?
Yeah.
Did she say that?
Yeah, that's what he said. Fact is, I believe that's her coming up the street there right now, ain't it?
Oh, Granny's.
Well, if you're going, you might as well get started already.
Yeah, all right. Well, good night, Mr. Peabody.
Well, wait a minute. You want to take this stuff along with you?
What, this broom and stuff here?
Why, sure. Aunt Charity Spears ordered that, and she wants it delivered right away. Needs it for supper.
The wash tub and everything?
All that
now,
stuff.
Wait a minute, Abner. I ain't going to pack
you
that
wait a
stuff
minute.
over there.
You claimed you were such a good deliver boy. Now get on over there and deliver this stuff.
Yeah, but I
Go
never said I
on.
was
It
gonna
ain't quitting time yet. Go on.
Oh, me.
And recollect now. Be sure and take it in the back door, too.
Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
Doggy's Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now, let's see what's going on down at Pine Ridge. Well, Abner's plan of teaching Lum a lesson by making Lum suffer the humiliation of being the firm's delivery boy instead of its president isn't working out as Abner hoped. Lum seems to be enjoying his new role, while Abner is struggling under the duties and responsibility of ownership. As we look in on the little community today, we find a slightly worried Abner in the Jot 'em Down store and library that Grandpappy Spears is reading the weekly newspaper. Listen.
The pressure for higher wages and higher prices has now reached a dangerous stage, the spokesman said.
Grandpap, I ask you to stop reading that newspaper out loud.
Most everyone agrees that wages and prices must be held in line.
Oh, my.
But yet many groups feel that special exemptions from wage and price regulation should be made in their case, he continued.
Grandpap.
Well, this is an interesting article, Abner.
I know it is, but you read it to me 5 or 6 times already.
I have.
Why, sure, you just sit there and read that same article over and over again.
Well, sir, I thought it sounded kind of familiar. Wondered whereabouts I'd heard that before.
Well, Law me, I know the thing by heart now, Grandpap. Pressure for higher wages and higher prices has now reached a dangerous stage.
That's right, too. Says here there are liable to be disastrous consequences if us Americans ain't careful.
Yeah, Grandpap, I know every word it says in there. Now, just forget that and tell me about the supper last night.
The supper?
Well, don't you recollect you had Lum and some of his friends over to your place last night? Lum taking Miss Milbank to the supper. You said he's going to.
Oh, yeah, sure. That was last night.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that was last night. Over at my place we had it.
Yeah, that's right. Now, tell me, was Lum awful embarrassed?
Embarrassed?
Yeah, on account of me making him tote all them groceries over to your place while he's escorting Miss Milbank and wearing his Sunday blue serge suit.
I know. I don't recollect him being embarrassed now.
You never?
Why, no.
Well, you told me yesterday that Lum had got you to promise not to tell Miss Milbank that he was just a delivery boy now. You claimed he said it embarrassed him to death if she ever seen him toting groceries around that way.
Oh, yeah, I believe he did say something like that. Yeah, that's right.
Well, weren't he embarrassed when he got over to your place with Miss Milbank on one arm and a bucket of lard and a wash tub on the other?
Well, no, all I recollect about that was hearing Miss Milbank tell Lum how much she admired him for pitching in and doing your work for you.
Oh, yeah. My work?
Yeah, she said it taking a big-hearted, generous man to help out his delivery boy that way.
Well, I'll be dead plain. Appears like everything I do to try to learn that Lum a lesson, he turns right around and gets it back on me.
You're so mixed up you don't even recollect his name. His name's Lum.
I know who I'm talking about. But everything I do, it just turns out wrong. Here I am, the owner of the store, and he's a delivery boy and says he's doing my work. I'm owner and president of the store, and that Lum's just hard help. I'll order him around something terrible, but I dog it, I'm feared he's getting the upper hand on me after all.
He is, huh?
Why, sure.
Lum, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't tell who you're talking about.
Yeah, Lum, that's who I'm talking about. I don't know exactly how he does it, Grandpap, but he's practical running this place again just like he always did. Bossing me around just like he used to. Well, he don't exactly boss me around either. Fact is, he does just the other way. He calls me Sir and Mr. Peabody and thousand scrapes to me all the time.
Oh, that must be somebody. That might be Jim.
No, that's Lum. That's who it is. But somewhere or other, it just winds up that I'm doing all the work and I'm paying him to do it.
Well, it looks like Lum's a natural-born executive, Abner. And there ain't a pigeon-toed thing you can do about it, either.
Well, I'd love to do something about it. Because if I don't put Lum in his place this time, I'll never in the world get another chance to do it.
I don't believe you can do it, Abner. I don't believe you can.
I wish old Hale was here to help me. That's what I wish.
Who?
Hale. You know, I wish he was here to help me. Jim Philip Hale, you know.
Oh, I thought you meant Hale, one of the fellers that's with the gang. Hale, the gang's all here.
No, this another fella. He's a big help in the store. If he's here, I'd be all right. Just look at this here note, Grandpap. Look at that thing.
Who's it from?
It's from Lum. Left it on the cash drawer for me.
He ain't left you, has he?
No, he's just out making some delivers. But read that note there. Just read it.
Oh, I don't like it. That's silly, writing notes at his age.
Well, he done it,
Do
not
that in
me.
grammar school. He'll be throwing paper wads next.
Well, he might be, but I want you to look at this. I don't understand it, and I don't like the sound of it, or the listen of it, I reckon it would be. when
Mr.
you read it.
A. Peabody, dear sir,
Yeah.
I hereby request a private meeting with you quick as I get back from the delivers.
Yeah.
Awful urgent. Signed L. Eddardge, president of the WADB Association, local number 1. For the Lord's sakes, what's the WADB Association?
Don't ask me. I don't know nothing about it. No telling what that Lum studied up now, but whatever it is, I'm again it. I know that.
Sounds mysterious, you know, downright pigeon-toed mysterious.
Well, I ain't looking forward to the meeting, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I'm sorrowful I can't stick around and see what happens.
Well, I was just going to ask you if you wouldn't do that.
Well, I'd love to, Abner. Love to the worst way, but I just got to get on down to the barber shop.
Oh, you don't need no haircut.
Well, I don't now, but I might need one time I get there.
Oh, you don't walk that
Well,
far.
anyway, this is the day the new Police Gazette gets in. Always the first one that reads it. I want to see what prize fighter they got on the cover.
Well, you don't have to read that thing.
Yes, I do, and I better hurry up and get down there before somebody else gets their hands on it for me.
Now, listen, Grandpa. Oh, wait a minute. Now, Bogus, there comes Lum back from a dealer's, right?
Yeah, well, I'll see you later.
Now, wait a minute now, Grandpap. Don't leave me here alone.
You ain't got nothing to worry about. You're the owner here. You're the boss.
Well, I might be the owner, but I don't know where I'm the boss or not.
Yeah, see you later, Abner.
All right.
Howdy, Lum. Oh, hello, Grandpap. You just leaving? Yeah, I got to get down to the barber shop. I might see you later. Well, good. So long. Oh, they cut down the old pine tree and they hauled it away to the... Oh, how do you do, Mr. Peabody?
Howdy do.
Awful nice day out today.
Yeah, I reckon so.
And they hauled it away.
All right, boy, now hash up that thing and get to work. I want all them canned goods straightened up and the prices marked on all of them.
Well, before I start doing that, Mr. Peabody, there's a matter I want to take up with you.
I'm giving orders around here, I think.
Well, maybe you didn't see that note I left for you on the cash drawer.
I seen it. Never paid no attention to it, though. Hardly.
Well, I believe you better pay some attention to it if you want to keep your deliver boy.
I know.
So, are you ready for the meeting now?
Oh, I reckon so. But make it short. I ain't got no time to waste on no prattle. Get to rootin' and snootin'.
Don't worry. This ain't no prattle. Mr. Peabody, I represent your employees.
Employees? I just got one. That's you.
Well, that's who I represent.
Oh, him.
Fact is, I'm president of the WADB Association.
Yeah, what is that? I never even heard of it before.
That, Mr. Peabody, is the Western Arkansas Deliver Boys Association, local number 1. And I don't mind telling you, we've got a strong outfit.
Deliver boys? Now, when did you join that?
Just this morning. Fact is, I just organized it this morning.
For the land's sake, you mean you got deliver boys joined up with you from all over Arkansas?
Well, not yet, I ain't. They're mostly round Pine Ridge so far.
Oh. How many have you got in the outfit?
Oh, you mean all of them, the whole list of them?
Just how many you got, that's what I want to know.
Well, I ain't got the list with me.
Well, about how many. I don't have to know exact.
I can tell you rough.
All right, I'll take it rough.
Well, there's me and, well, up to the present time, that's all we got, but we're growing fast.
Oh, you mean you're the only one in the association?
Well, yeah, but I got myself good and organized.
You have, huh?
I myself held a meeting early this morning. We all voted unanimous on this matter I'm about to bring up to you.
What is the matter? That's what I'm...
Mr. Peabody, as president of the Deliver Boys Association, I'm demanding a raise for one of our leading members, the one that's working for you.
Wait, now, just a minute. When I hired you, Lum, I said I just want to give you $3 a week, and I'm actually giving you 10.
Ain't enough, though. We want 15.
15? That's more than I make here.
That's your own fault. It ain't mine. Now, we all voted that our boy ought to get 15.
Our boy.
Yeah. And we're giving you till 12 o'clock noon to meet that demand, or else our boy's going to walk out of here. Quit your flat.
Quit?
Yes, sir. And you know how hard it is to hire anybody for this job.
Yeah, now, wait, Lum. Let's sort of talk this thing
There ain't
over.
nothing to talk over now. We've give you the ultimatum. From now on, it's up to you.
Well, now, Lum, we ought to discuss it a little before you come in here and...
Does he get it or don't he?
Well, wait a minute. Dogus, let me tell you something, boy. Don't you know that pressure for higher wages and higher prices has now reached a dangerous stage?
How's that?
Most everyone agrees that wages and prices must be held in line. But yet many groups feel that special exemptions from wage and price regulations should be made in their case, he continued. No, cut off that last part there. Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Whereabouts did you learn big words like that?
That's the way us business executives always talk. See, the trouble with you fellas is you figure the other fellow ought to keep down wages, but you think you're different. You think you're something special and ought to get a raise.
Well,
But if I give you a raise, why then anybody working for Dick Huddleston across the street will think he ought to get a raise too. The only way me and Dick can afford to pay such outlandish salaries is to raise the price on groceries. Quick as we do that, why, the line is broke. We've lost the battle on inflation.
Granny's out here to everything.
I tell you, my boy, if us Americans ain't careful about this wage-raising business, we're going to face a disastrous consequences. That's what we're going to do. And another thing, if we keep up raising wages around here, where are we going to get to? Every American must come to this realization.
Don't go on, Abner. Don't go on. I'm ashamed of myself for even bringing up the subject. I am, honest.
Well, us Americans,
Honest.
we got to come to a realization
That's
today.
enough, Abner. Don't say no more. And on behalf of the West Arkansas Delivery Boys Association, I declare the meeting adjourned.
Well, good. Wait a minute. Whereabouts you going?
All right, Grannies, I'm going back and tell our boy if he ever mentions a raise again, I'm going to throw him clean out of the club. Grannies, Abner, I believe that's our ring.
Hi, Doggy's Lum. I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. This is Lum and Abner. Now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, Abner is fast losing interest in his role of sole owner and manager of the Jot 'em Down store. In fact, he's just about reached the point where he's considering taking Lum, currently working as a delivery boy, back into the partnership. As we look in on the little community today, we find Abner in the store voicing his plans to Grandpappy Spears.
You mean you're actually going to take Lum back in partnerships with you, Abner?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Grandpap. My mind's made up.
Well, you ain't just going to give him half the store again, are you?
Well, yeah.
You ain't going to charge him nothing for it?
Why, of course not. Wouldn't do no good to charge him for it no way. He ain't got no money to pay for it with. All the money he's got now is what little I'm paying him for being my delivery boy, and that won't buy no store.
Yes, sir, this is the pigeon-toed thing I ever heard of. I thought you was having a lot of fun bossing Lum around. You said the other day that this was just the chance you'd been waiting for 20 years.
Yeah, I know I did.
Now you're turning right around and throwing the whole thing away.
I know it. But I tell you, it's a cuter thing, Grandpap. For as long as I can recollect, I've been wishing I could get the upper hand with old Lum and order him around like he done me. I always want to be the boss for a while. But now I finally got that chance, and I just find I don't like it after all.
Well, that's human nature, I reckon. Lots of fellers is like that. For instance, now take the case of Orlo Wormley. Now, there was a feller...
boss is a heap different job than I ever figured it'd be.
Orlo Wormley was a feller
Now, just look at all this stack of stuff here, Grandpap. OPA blanks, Social Security things to fill out, unemployment insurance, and withholding income tax to figure out. Doggy, it's getting to where I got to work clean up to midnight to try to figure out all this stuff. And even then, I can't do it.
Yeah, well, now, that was sort of like the case of a feller I knowed once. Orlo Wormley.
I seen a batch of blanks in the other day, and they come back, claimed I got everything wrong on them. Lummy, I don't know what to do with them.
And Lum won't help you with none of that, huh?
Why? No, he won't lift a finger. Claims that that's out of his department. All he does is just go around the store singing his silly head off all the time. That pickle passing mama or some such prattle.
Yeah, well, now, you take the case of Orlo Wormley.
And the worst part of it is, whenever he sees me working on one of them blanks, why, he just walks around here laughing to himself. Doggy, I'd fire the varmint if I could get anybody else to holler in his place.
Who's that, Abner?
Why, Lum, of course. course.
Oh, Lum. Somehow or other the name Orlo Wormley popped into my mind just then. I thought you were talking about him.
No, Lum's who I'm talking about.
Say, I heard you was aiming to take him back into partnerships with you. Is that so?
Why, of course, that's what I've been telling you for the last half hour.
Yes, sir. I never thought you'd ever bring yourself to do that, Abner.
Well, to be right honest, Grandpap, I never did neither. Fact is, I hate to do it, 'cause I know that's just exactly what that Lum wants me to do. I can see through his whole plan now. But, Lord me, I don't know what else to do. I'm just at my wit's end. I can't handle it, that I know.
Well, personal, I'm proud to see you do it, Abner.
Yeah.
You fellas sort of belong together. Oughtn't to be separated this way. Or to be partners like you always been.
Yeah, I reckon so, Grandpap.
Just like David and Jonathan, like Damon and Runyon, Hart Schaffner and Marks, and Orlo Wormley and Goodcombe Tucker.
Yeah.
All them fellas.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Before I tell Lum I'm taking him back in partnership, though, I'm going to give him one last good bossing around, I'll tell you that. I'm going to ball him out something wonderful.
Going to boss him, huh?
Yeah, I'm just going to jump all over him with all 4 feet. I'll have him crawling around on the floor like a little kitten.
Now, you want to be careful, Abner. I wouldn't shove Lum too far. Don't forget, he's a heap bigger than you there.
Oh, well, I ain't worried about that. Quick as I tell him he's getting half the store back again, why, he'll be so tickled to hear that he'll forget all about the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, I reckon so. That reminds me of what happened to a friend of mine once named Orlo Wormley.
Orlo Wormley?
Yeah.
Now, exactly what did happen to him, Grandpa?
Well, what I'm about to tell you, Abner, you won't hardly believe. I'll tell you that before I start.
Well, I don't generally believe nothing you tell no way, so go ahead.
Well, sir, now, Orlo Wormley was a man that on first acquaintance with him, you'd never
Hey, Bogus, wait a minute, Grandpa. There he comes.
Orlo's coming?
No, Lum. See him out yonder?
Oh.
Doggy, it's just too bad you can't stay and hear this bossing I'm going to give you.
Well, I can stay. I ain't got nowhere else to go to.
Yes, you have too now, 'cause I don't want nobody else around. Especially you. You'd more than likely get to feeling sorrowful for Lum when I jump on him and take up for him.
No, I wouldn't do that. I won't end up here.
You might do it, though. Fact is, Grandpapa, I wish you'd go out the back way so you won't stand there in the door and start a long-winded conversation with him.
I won't say a word.
Well, I ain't taking no chances, though, I'll tell you that. I don't want you or nobody else to spoil this for me. This is the day I've been waiting for. Now, hurry up now. Get on out the back way before Lum sees you.
Yeah, all right. But wait till you ask a favor of me sometime.
Well, hurry up now. Here he comes. Get on out of here.
Oh, they cut down the old pine.
Bogus, come in here, boy.
Huh?
Whereabouts you been at so long?
I was just out making the delivers is all.
Now, don't start making no excuses.
I ain't making no excuse.
Yes, you too. Don't stand there and try to talk back to me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Peabody.
And don't call me Mr. Peabody. No, wait a minute. That's what I want you to call me. Yeah.
Yes, sir, Mr. Peabody.
Well, come on in here now. Pay attention to me, 'cause I got something special to tell you. Stand up there straight now, like a soldier. I don't want you to be interrupting me either. Just let me have my talk out.
No, sir.
You understand now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now then, boy, just look at me. Look at me.
I'm
Pay
looking
attention.
at you.
All right, now here's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you...
Yeah.
I'm asking you to join up partnerships with me again.
Join a partnership.
Yes, sir. I'm going to give you back your half the store, Lum. Now, what do you think of that?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Peabody, I don't believe I'll accept your offer.
Yeah, but get in right now. Me and you... won't accept it. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, for the land's sake.
See, I've been studying on this, Abner, and I believe I'm pretty happy the way I am.
Now, Lum, you've got to take your half of the store back.
But I don't want it back.
Well, now, Lum, please take it back. Please do.
No, the way I am now, I ain't got none of them responsibilities like you have.
I know it. I
I
know
ain't
that.
got a care in the world.
No.
6 o'clock comes, I'm all through for the day.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
don't have to worry about the profits or nothing.
Why, of course not.
And I'm on a steady wage now. I know exactly how I stand, how much money I'm making every day.
Yeah.
Fact is, I'm more than likely making more than you are. So why should I give up all that just to be partners again?
Well, now listen, Lum, now you just can't do this to me.
I don't know what's going to keep me from doing it.
Well, now, Lum, think of all the years that we've been partners.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, just like at wouldn't treat an old friend like me this way, would you?
My mind's made up, Abner.
Doggett, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pay you some extra cash money if you'll take your half the store back.
Now, you can't bribe me.
Well, now, listen, Lum.
No, Abner, no use arguing with me. I know exactly what I want to do.
You do, huh?
I couldn't go back into partnership with you now anyway, because I wouldn't have time for it.
Wouldn't have time?
No, I wouldn't. See, I'm going in business for myself.
Well, now, huh?
I've been working on a big deal here, and I'm just about ready to begin commencing it. Fact is, I'll more than likely get it started tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. That is, if certain stuff comes in the mail. Sort of expected it today, but it never come.
Well, now, wait a minute, Lum. What kind of business is this that you're going into?
Well, I'd rather not tell you about it just yet, Abner. It's still sort of confidential.
You mean that you ain't actually got no business to go into?
No, I got it all right. And it's a good, legal, upstanding, big money business.
Big money, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. More than likely, I'll make so much money out of this, I won't know where to keep all of it.
Huh.
And I'll tell you one thing for sure. I'll be wearing diamonds.
Diamonds?
Diamond stick pins, diamond rings, diamond cuff buttons, everything.
Well, whereabouts you going to get all these diamonds?
Don't worry, I know where to get them.
You do, huh?
I got everything all studied up. I'll be the big executive this town's ever saw.
You ain't going to turn out to be no robber, are you?
No, Diamond Jim Edwards, they'll call me.
Jim Edwards?
Yes, sir. Old Diamond Jim Edwards. That's me.
Huh? Well, who's going to call you that?
The folks around town here, of course.
Oh.
I might have to start it myself.
Why, of course, they know better than that. They know your name ain't Jim, it's Lum.
It used to be Lum, but I'm thinking of changing it to Jim. Legal.
Jim, huh?
Diamond Jim Edwards. Granny, that sounds good, don't it?
Doggett, Lum, I believe all this money you're going to make is going to your head. How much do you figure you'll clear every week in this new business of yours?
Well, I don't know. Hard to tell. Might be up in the millions for all I know. I'll have to hire a Philadelphia lawyer to keep track of it for me. I know that.
Well, I do know.
Yeah, more than likely I have to have 2 Philadelphia lawyers to handle it.
Well, I'm proud to hear you're doing so well, Lum, but I just hope you won't forget all us common folks when you get so rich that way.
Oh, no, I won't let that effect me none. Going right on speaking to you just same as all us did, just like you's as good as I am.
You will, huh?
Yeah, don't worry about that. Money won't make me forget my old friends.
Well, I hope not, Lum.
There goes Diamond Jim Edwards, folks will say. I'm not the richest man in the world, but still common as old shoes. That's what they'll say.
Yeah. Well, I reckon this is goodbye then, Diamond Jim.
Well, goodbye.
I know that you don't want to hurt my feelings by quitting your job here with me, Lum, but it's all right. You go right ahead and do
Well,
it.
now, wait.
It's all right. I'll get along the best I can. I know now that you're practical a millionaire. You don't want to be no little old delivery boy just making a measly $10 a week.
Well, wait a minute, though. I want to keep that job.
I'll keep it.
I may be a big industrial executive now, but grannies, I got to have something to live on, don't I?
Oh.
No, so I ain't quitting this job. That is, for a while yet, anyway.
Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
Hi, Doggett, Lum. I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, yesterday, Lum surprised everyone by turning down Abner's offer to take him back into partnership and return his half of the store. Lum gave as his main reason the fact that his time would be limited because of a new business enterprise upon which he's entering. As we look in on the little community today, we find Abner in the Jot 'em Down store library, relating the latest news about his ex-partner to Grandpappy Spears.
Well, what kind of business is it that Lum's taking up, Abner?
I don't know, Grandpap. He ain't told me. I know it's a good one, whatever it is, though. I know that.
Well, you know it is.
Well, I don't reckon I ought to tell you this, Grandpap, but This morning, a little package come in the mail for Lum, and I opened it up. By mistake, of course.
Natural.
And you know what was in there?
No, I don't know. Ain't got the least idea. What was it?
Diamonds.
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 Real sure enough diamonds?
Yes, sir.
14-carat diamonds?
I don't know about that, but they wasn't little bitty ones. I know that. They was a good size ones.
Well, kick me down. Reckon how a feller broke his mommy is could be buying himself something like that.
I don't know. He must be buying them out of the money he's making. Going to make out of this new business of his.
Jimmy, that must be a good line he's taking up if he's making money like that out of it already.
Oh, it's a good one, all right. Ain't no doubt about that. And I'd give anything in the world to be in it with him. Just anything at all. Just love to be in on that kind of a business.
Well, that's easy. All you got to do is tell him you'll give him his half of the store back in exchange for a half interest in this new idea of his.
No, I tried that. I offered to take him back into partnerships with me yesterday, and he turned me down flat.
Lum done that?
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Well, it's the truth. I was practical down on my knees and hands begging him to take his half the store back, and he wouldn't do it.
Abner, it ain't nice to tell stories that way.
I ain't telling no stories. Lum said he was happy the way he was. Said he didn't have no cares in the world now. Never had to worry none about the responsibility of the store and all that.
Now, listen, I know Lum better than that. He wouldn't ever turn down no chance to be the head of something.
Well, he done it. He sure did. He said he figured he's making more money working for the store than he ever could owning it.
Well, I'll be a monkey's not need uncle.
And he said another thing, that he wouldn't have time to run the store anyway now on account of he's going into this new business for himself.
Yeah, well, I believe he figured this all out, looks like.
Yeah,
and he knows just exactly what he wants.
Yeah. What I ought to did was take Lum back into partnerships with me that first day he come around here looking for a job. Instead of trying to learn him a lesson being a smart aleck.
Yeah, that's where you made your mistake, I believe, Abner.
Never
ought to bossed him around like you
No,
done.
sir. Never ought to did it. Wished I'd learned to keep my big mouth shut. If him and me were still partners, why, more than likely I'd be in on this new business and get to wear diamonds and all that like Lum's going to.
Yep, but you lost your chance now, looks like.
I sure done it. Bogus, I ought to be bored for the simple. I don't believe my head bones knitted straight. I just don't believe it.
Instead of learning old Lum a lesson, looks like you learned yourself one.
Yeah, that's just about what I did. And I've learned it to myself good, I'll say that for me.
The hard way.
I sure done it. I ain't never gonna boss Lum around no more. Never gonna call him boy or make him sweep out or nothing like that, Grandpap. Won't make him do no hard work at all. Fact is, that's a resolve I'm making right this minute. Ain't gonna boss Lum no more.
Well, you couldn't boss him no ways now. Now that he ain't working for you no more.
He's still working for me.
He is?
Why, sure. He's out making the delivers right now.
Well, for the law me sakes, what's a millionaire like him want with a little old $10 a week job?
I don't know. I can't figure it out myself, but he said he was going to keep the job, so I hired him natural.
He must be getting to be one of them eccentrical millionaires I read about.
That's just about.
Now, you take humans, Abner. They're curious folks. Now, take, for instance, the case of Lieutenant Berry. Well, now there's...
Wait a minute.
old Wormley, too.
Grandpap. There comes old Lum up out there.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I wished I could get in good with him some way. I'd take any little old job he'd offer me if he'd let me in on that new business of his.
And quit the store?
Oh, well, mind out. Here he comes. Now, don't tell him nothing about me opening that package of his about Mr.
No, I don't.
Well, howdy, Lum, old boy. Proud to see you back so quick, old friend.
Well, the delivers were sort of light today. Howdy, Grandpap. Howdy, Lum.
Here, you better sit down and rest yourself, Lum. You want me to get you a pan of hot water for you to soak your feet in it?
No, my feet ain't sore.
Well, I just thought all that walking you've been doing lately out toting groceries all over town, that's awful hard work, Lum.
Well, I'm getting used to that. Fact is, that walking I've been doing lately has made me feel a lot better.
It has?
Done me a lot of good. Yeah. Say, did a package come for me today?
Package?
Yeah.
Let's see, package.
Why, sure there was. Don't you recollect that?
Oh, yeah, I believe there was, yeah. Yeah, it's over there on the table in the library, Lum.
Oh, well, good.
I think it is anyway. I never paid no attention to it.
Never paid no attention? Why, you told me
Well,
to
the
open
man sakes, Grandpap, will you keep quiet for a few minutes?
I don't see it nowheres over
It's
here.
laying right there to your left. Ain't that it?
Oh, yeah, I reckon it's it. Hey, say, Grandpap, Charity told me she wants you to get on home right away.
Yeah, you hear that, Grandpap?
Yeah, I heard it. More than likely got some chores studied up for me.
Just about it.
That woman can leave a man alone for a half a second. Now, last month she wanted me to help her tote a carpet outdoors so she could beat it. No telling what she wants this month.
Yeah, well, you better hurry up and get on over there.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Abner.
All
I'll
right.
tell you about Orlo Wormley.
Well, all right. Some other time, not now.
Well, Abner, this package looks like it's been opened up once.
Opened up?
Yeah, just looky here.
Hmm.
See, that's been opened up just sure as a whirl.
You sure it has?
Looks like it.
I do know. Must have been, maybe mice has been gnawing on it
I
long.
don't know. Somebody done this, and there weren't no mice neither.
I don't know what somebody want to know into a package for.
Might have been a rat. I think I know who it was. Looks like somebody's been tampering with the mail.
Uh-oh.
And you can get thrown in the penitentiary for that.
I can. I mean, you can.
Why, sure. And if this happens again, I'm going to take legal actions and find out who's doing it.
Uh-oh.
I don't mind telling you there's valuable stuff in this here package.
There is, huh?
Why, sure.
Well, how much are them what's in that package anyway, Lum?
Oh, some stuff.
Oh, stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Say, Lum, you reckon that you'll be needing, sort of another hand to help in this new business of yours?
Oh, I don't know. I hadn't thought much about it. I might.
You might, huh?
If it goes as good as I figured it will, I might need several fellers to help me.
Well, good for you. I sure hope you do. But I know where you can get one awful good worker. And cheap, too.
Yeah, well, I don't reckon I'll have no trouble finding helpers.
You won't, huh?
Now, what I need right now is an office.
Office?
Yeah, someplace that I can use for my headquarters.
Oh. Let's see, where would be a good place? No, just a place for you.
Where?
Right here in my store.
Store?
Right here, yes.
Oh, I don't know. I ought to have more of a private place than this.
Well, we'll fix it up private for you. I'll tell you what, Lum, you can have that section right over where the library's at. Nobody ever looks at them books no way except Grandpappy Spears, and he won't bother you none.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, look here, Lum, look here. I'll draw a chalk mark on the floor showing just where your office is at. Anybody steps across that line, why, he's inside your private office. Now, you tell me if this is big enough now. I want you to have plenty of room. I'll draw it bigger if you want me to.
Well, it's big enough, but...
Way over to there I'll go, see?
Well, I'm feared I can't pay you no rent in advance first.
Oh, I don't care about that. Pay me whenever you can. Fact is, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just settle for a % of the profits in your new business if you'd rather.
Well, let's see. Grannies, I believe I'll take you up on that deal.
Well, good. Hooray for me. You can move in right now. Start right this minute. You're in business.
All right, fine.
Now, Lum, are you sure now that you don't need a good hand to work for you? As long as you got an office now, all that room, you know, you'd hate to be in this big place by yourself.
Well, I reckon I ought to have an office boy, yeah.
Why, sure you ought to. Can't hardly get along without an office boy, a big place like this. No, sir. And I know exactly where you can get a good one, too.
Yeah, well, I'm feared I couldn't pay him much of a wage to start out with, though.
Oh, I don't care about wages. Just make it the same deal as the rent, % of the profits.
Well, how do you know that'll be satisfaction with him, though?
Well, I know it will, cause I'm him.
You are?
Yes, it's me. That's who I've been talking about.
You want a job as my office boy?
Why, sure. Yeah, I say, just make it, say, 10% of the profits is all I'll ask. And I'll make you a good hand, too.
Granny, you're hard.
I am. Well, good for me.
Now, you say this chalk line here shows where my office is at, huh?
Yeah, all that line right around. You sure that's big enough?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to build a fence around it, I think.
Well, right there, that's all your office. That's right.
So me and you are inside my office now, is that right?
Yeah, we're in it right now.
Well, good. Now, then, there's a little matter I want to attend to before we go any further.
Why, sure. Anything you say, Lum. Anything.
And don't go call me Lum. From now on, I'm Mr. Edders to you. Little ornery varmint, I'll learn you how to go to Boston Mirror.
Well, now, wait just
And
a
don't
minute.
talk back, boy. I want you to get a bucket of water and a scrub brush and scrub out this office. I don't want one speck of dirt in here.
Yeah, but now, before we go into that.
Go on, get going. Don't just stand there with your teeth in your mouth. Go on.
And I'm going.
Well, hurry up.
Well, don't shove me
Well, when
that
I
way.
ask my office boy to do something, I want action. Just keep going,
Well,
boy.
I'm going now. Just keep your hands off. Wait a minute. We're across the chalk line now.
I don't care where we're at. Get on and move.
Well, wait a minute, though. We ain't in your office no more. We're in my store now.
Your store?
Yes, sir.
Honey, that's right, ain't it?
Why, sure it is. All right, now you get to work, boy. Stack up them canned goods there and stack 'em up good.
All right, but Granny, just wait till you report back to work for me in my office. You just wait. Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
Aye, Bogus, Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, after Abner discovered that Lum had received some diamonds in the mail, he became very anxious to join Lum in his new but still undisclosed business venture. He finally succeeded in getting a job, and the old fellows now have an amicable, if strange, working arrangement. Part of the day, Lum works for Abner as his delivery boy. The remainder of the time, Abner serves as Lum's office boy. As we look in on the little community today, we find Abner in his Jot 'em Down store and library, trying to get rid of Cedric. Listen.
Cedric, I told you I ain't got time to talk with you now.
Well, I want to show you something, Mr. Abner.
Well, I just ain't got the time. I got to get things all fixed up here for this new corporation that Lum's starting up.
Corporation?
Yeah.
Well, I thought Mr. Lum was your deliver boy.
Well, just part of the time now. Mostly he's president of this new company of his.
Oh, well, are you in partnerships with him?
Well, no, not exactly, but I talked him into hiring me for office boy, and I'm renting him this space here in the store for his office. I ain't getting no money for it, but I'm getting 10% of the profit, and ain't no telling how much that'll be.
Yes, what kind of business is it, Mr. Abner?
Why, Bogus, that's right. Lum ain't told me yet.
Ain't told you.
No, I know it's a good one, though, because Lum's making enough money already to buy real diamonds.
Diamond?
Yes, sir.
Boy, he's just the fella I want to see then.
Well, it won't do you no good, Cedric. I got the only job he's offering now. You just be wasting your time talking to
Yes,
him.
Mom, but I want to...
Wait a minute. I believe that's our ring. You run along, Cedric, and maybe you can see Lum later.
Yes, Mom, that's what I'll do. I'll see him later.
All right.
I want to see him the worst way.
Yeah, that's fine, Cedric. Hello? Jot 'em Down store. Abner Peabody doing the talking.
Goodbye, Mr. Abner.
Oh, goodbye. No, not you, Mousy. I was talking to Cedric. How's that? Talk over a business proposition. Well, I'll tell you, Mousy, I'm awful busy right now. Yeah, could you make it some other time? Well, today's an awful busy day for me, Mousy.
Morning, Abner. Oh, excuse me.
Listen, Mousy, Lum just come in. Call me back after a while. Yeah, all right. Goodbye.
Say, Abner, what in the world's wrong with Cedric?
With Cedric?
Yeah, I met him just now when I was coming in the store, and he said, I can't see you now, Mr. Lum, but I'll see you later. And then he walked on by me.
Oh, well, he's been pestering me all morning. Wanted to talk to me, and then he wanted to talk to you, so I told him we was both too busy, but maybe he could see you later.
Oh, well, that's a good idea. Make everybody think we're awful busy. I believe maybe you're going to make me a pretty good office boy.
Well, good for me.
Of course, you'll need a lot of training yet, of course.
Oh, yeah. Say, Lum, I was just wondering, would you mind changing the name of my job from office boy to office man?
Office man?
If you'll do that, I'll change yours to deliver man.
Yeah. I believe maybe that's a good subject, Abner.
Yeah, we're a heap too old to go around calling one another boy, it looks like.
You're right. It's getting to where I never hardly knowed where to sit at Sunday school anymore. In the men's Bible class or the primary sunbeam class.
Yeah, well, it's getting hard for me to walk by the schoolhouse out looking around to see if a truant officer weren't chasing me.
Well, there won't be no more of that boy calling around here then.
Good.
I'm for that 100%.
And no more bossing one another around either.
No, sir. No more bossing around.
Yeah.
Now then, let's step into my office and I'll start learning you your new duties as office man.
Yeah, sure.
Now, one of the first things I want you to do is get some boards and build a partition around this office instead of just having that chalk line on the floor.
Partition, huh?
Yeah, and then get some paint and paint it.
Yeah, sure.
And paint my name on the door in gold letters.
No letter?
Now then, in regards to the...
Say, Lum, it don't seem, just exactly like it has been around here, me and you being back together again this way. It seems awful good, you know what?
Oh, yeah, it sure does.
No more bossing around. I like that, too.
Now then, in regards to the business...
Say, that reminds me, Lum, I hate to bother about little things, but can I ask you a question?
Why, sure. What is it?
Well, exactly what business are we in?
Oh, Granny, that's right, ain't it? I ain't told you that yet, have I?
No.
Well, here, let me show you something I got in my pocket here. Wait a minute. Here there.
What is it?
Look here there. Real, genuine imitation diamond.
Oh, yeah, them's the ones I seen. Well, diamond.
Yes, and that's the business we're in right there.
It is. You mean we're stealing them?
Oh, no, of course not.
Well, I know good and well we ain't got enough money to go around buying them things.
We ain't buying them, we're selling them.
Huh?
And what's more, I got the exclusive agency to sell them in all of Polk County. Now, what do you think of that?
Well, who said you could have the exclusive agency to sell them here?
Well, the outfit that makes them. Or mines them, or whatever they do to them.
Oh.
It's a high-class outfit, too. The Alpha Novelty Sales Company of St. Louis.
Is that a big outfit?
Biggest in the world.
That's pretty good.
Well, that is, if it ain't now, it will be before I get through working for them, then tell you that.
Yeah, but, Lum, who you going to sell diamonds to around here? There ain't nobody in Pine Ridge can afford them things.
At these new prices, they can. See, they've marked them down.
Oh, damn.
A special introductory offer, they said.
Oh.
They put out 3 sizes of them. One of them sells for $6.95.
$6.95 for just one diamond?
Yeah, but the other 2 are fairly cheap.
Oh.
$3.95 and $1.95.
Well, that's better. I was going to say that.
And the best part of it is the profit you make. See, I make 50 cents on the $1.95 diamond, 75 on the $3.95, and $2 on the $6.95.
$2?
Yes, sir. That's the ones I'm going to concentrate on, too. Fact is, I'm letting Moe's Moose try out the big one right now. A diamond in every home. That's my new motto.
Yes, huh?
Yeah.
What, you reckon Moe's will buy it?
Oh, sure. It's in the bag.
That diamond is?
No, I mean, it's as good as sold right now.
Oh.
And that's just a starter. With that big a profit, I'm bound to clean up several $100s a month. Maybe up into the thousands. I don't know.
Bogus, I'm getting 10% of that, too.
Oh, that was the smartest thing you ever done, Abner, getting in with me.
Yeah. Well, say, Lum, whereabouts did you ever find out about this diamond company there in St. Louis?
Well, I never. They found out about me.
Huh?
See, they was looking around for a man to handle this exclusive agency here, and they wanted to be careful and find just the right feller. And so, natural, they started looking me over.
Clean from St. Louis? No, they got awful good eyesight.
Well, I mean, they asked questions about me.
Huh?
Looked up my history and my records and all that.
Huh?
All the outstanding things I've done.
Look them up.
Yeah. Fact is, I believe I recollect seeing a couple of strangers in town about a week ago. Or like they was high-up officers in the company looking me over. I never noticed, of course, at the time.
About a week ago, I don't believe I seen them.
Well, they was here, I think.
Yeah.
I figure when they found out about my theater burning down, why, they figured that was their opportunity to get me. So they wrote me a letter right away.
A letter? What'd they say?
I'm glad you asked me that. Got the letter right here in my pocket.
Well, good. Read it to me. Let's hear what they had to say, Lum.
Here it is right here. Complimentary.
Well,
Dear sir,
that's interesting.
your name has been given to us as a reliable, ambitious go-getter. You sure got me down to a T there, ain't it?
Yeah, go on.
Reliable, ambitious go-getter. I like
Said it
it.
twice, huh?
No, I was starting up again, back a ways.
Oh.
And we are therefore granting you the exclusive agency for your county to merchandise our new amazing product, Senso Diamond. We believe
Hey,
that
wait a
you
minute,
are
wait a
the
minute. There
man.
comes Cedric again. I'll get shut up just as quick as I can.
No, let him come on in. I'll sell him a diamond.
Huh?
Now you watch how it's done.
Yeah. Sell him that biggest one, that fancy one.
Yeah.
Well, howdy, Cedric, old boy. Come on in. Proud you got back so quick.
Oh, can I see Mr. Lum now?
Well, I reckon Mom wants to see you, Cedric.
Yeah, I sure do. Cedric, Cedric, my boy, what you need to make your life fuller and happier and more prosperous is one of our...
Wait a minute, Lum. Hold on till I get the phone here. I don't want to miss none of them.
All right, but hurry up.
Yeah, I will.
I'm ready to go.
Hello, John M. Down Store and Library. Abner Peabody doing the talking. What is it, Mousy?
Mr. Lum, what I come in to see you about... Wait a minute, Cedric.
Well, me and Lum are both pretty busy right now, Mousy.
Read this paper, Mr. Lum. That'll explain everything.
Well, just a minute and I'll ask you. Say, Lum, Mousy wants to know if you want to buy... Huh? Wait a minute. Hello, Mousy? Did you say diamond?
Diamond?
Exclusive agency? Doggers, you must be mistook.
Why, of course it is. Ask him what company give him that.
Yeah, what company was that, Mousy? St. Louis, huh?
Uh-oh.
Huh. Yeah.
Oh, to goodness. Tell him to come over here and we'll try to straighten this thing out.
Yeah, Lum says you better come over to the store, Mousy. Yeah, right away. All right. Goodbye. Okay, that's peculiar.
Hey, Mr. Lum, will you read this paper now? I ain't got time, Cedric. I got too many other things on my mind. Well, will you read it then, Mr. Abner?
I reckon so. Give it here, Cedric.
Yes, Mom, here it is.
Looks like a letter. Dear sir, your name has been given to us as a reliable, ambitious go-getter, and therefore we are granting you the exclusive...
Wait a minute. Let's see that.
Huh?
That's just like the one I got.
Well, for the land's sake, it is sure as a whirl, Lum. It sure is.
Howdy.
Oh, hello, Grandpap. Lum, are you sure they're the same?
Bring your mail over for you.
All right, just lay it there on the counter.
All right. All it is just a letter for you from some outfit in St. Louis.
St. Louis?
Yeah, the Alpha Novelty Sales Company.
Huh?
Oh, say, Lum, looky here. You ain't the only one can wear diamonds. Just take a gander at that.
Bogus, Grandpap, you ain't selling diamonds too, are you?
Oh, no. I bought this one for $1.95 off in that littlest Bates young'un.
Bates young'un? Now, why in the world could he have got hold of any diamonds?
I don't know. He's so young you can't hardly understand him, but it sounded like he said something about an exclusive agent.
Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
Aye, Doggie's Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, Jot 'em Down Store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, Lum finally revealed that his new business was operating an exclusive agency to sell Cinto diamonds for some novelty company. He'd hardly finished explaining to Abner how the company went to great lengths to select him for this job when it was revealed that Cedric, Mousy, Abner, and several others had also been awarded this exclusive agency. As we look in our little community today, we find the old fellows in the Jot 'em Down Store and Library sadly discussing the diamond business.
You mean that you're sure enough getting out of the diamond business already, Lum?
Of course I am. Ain't no use to stay in a business where all the customers are selling the same thing as you are.
Well, no, I don't reckon it is.
I wouldn't work for a two-faced outfit like that Alpha Novelty Company, no way.
They're two-faced, huh?
Of course they are. How could they give the exclusive agency to sell their diamonds to you and Cedric and Mousy after they've already given it to me?
Well, I don't know. They must have somewhere done it, though, Lum, 'cause they sure done it.
They even give an exclusive agency to that little bitty Bates young'un.
Yeah, he's got one.
And he ain't hardly big enough to lift a diamond, let alone sell one.
Well, he's sure selling them, though. He sold one to Grandpappy Spears and one to Charlie Redfield. Maybe you ought to get him to learn you how he does it, Lum.
I don't need nobody to learn me nothing.
Huh?
Special not no little half-grown kid of a boy.
Well, might be that he can give you some good ideas, though, Lum.
I don't want no good ideas. I'm through with getting ideas.
Yeah, huh?
It seems like every time I get an idea here late, it turns out bad.
Yeah.
I'm a failure, that's why. I'm complete broke again.
Broke? Well, you ain't spent your week's wages already, have you, Lum? I just paid you a couple of days ago.
No, but I had to send most of that in to pay for them diamonds I got from the company.
Oh, did you have to buy them from them? I thought you'd just sell them.
Well, see, they said I'd have to buy the first ones outright.
Oh,
After that, they'd send them to me on a consignment base or something.
consignment, huh?
You see right now that nobody ever gets them first ones, though.
Yeah, well, you still got the diamonds, though, ain't you, Lum? You got them.
Got the use of them, but that ain't going to do me no good.
It ain't, huh?
I don't know how I could ever sell a dadgum thing. Or wait a minute. Dennis, I almost forgot Mose Moots has got one of them. I let him try it out yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. That was a big one, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, the expensive one. $6.95.
Yeah.
Yeah, I better call him up and see if he's ready to buy now.
Yeah, you better do that before that little Bates boy gets to him and talks to him, Lum. You won't have a chance to sell him that young and ever starts working on him, I'll tell you that right now.
I ain't worried none about a 6-year-old. Hello, is that you, Mose? Lum talking. Oh, just only Tolliver. Say, Mose, I was wondering if I dropped down there, could I collect the money for that genuine imitation diamond now?
Get that little Bates boy a derby hat and start him out on the road drumming.
Why, what's the trouble?
Uh-oh, Bates boy's been there, I bet you.
Well, it ain't my fault you broke it.
Oh.
Well, that don't prove it ain't no good. Natural, a diamond's gonna break if you drop it on a tile floor. Recollect, that's a real diamond, not just a piece of glass.
Make him pay for it anyway,
You
Lum.
throw them things around like you do glass.
Well, I know. Make him pay you, Lum.
Well, you ought to pay me something, Mose.
Why, sure you ought to.
Oh, well, I ain't got no use for nothing like that. Well, yeah, I reckon it's worth more than the $6.95 you owe me, but
Now,
I just...
don't let him skin you, Lum. Watch that Mose.
Well, if that's the best you'll do, I reckon I'll have to take it. Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah, goodbye.
What is he going to give you, Lum?
A barber chair.
Barber chair?
Yeah, that old one he's got down there.
Oh, that old thing.
The one he don't ever use.
Yeah, I know. For the land's sake of
Now,
life.
what in the world am I going to do with one of them things? Beyond me, I know that.
Well, what did you stand up there and say you'd take it for?
Well, it's either that or nothing.
Huh? Yeah. Personal, I believe you'd have come out ahead further if you'd taken the nothing.
Oh, no, that's silly, Abner. Something's better than nothing. I've always said that.
Well, Lum, I bound you that thing will cost you more than you'll ever get out of it. In the first place, you'll have to pay somebody to move it out of Moses' barber shop.
Yeah, that's right, ain't it?
Yeah. And I don't know whereabouts you can move it to after you get somebody to move the thing.
Well, I reckon I ought to find a buyer for it before I have it moved.
And I don't know whereabouts you're going to find a buyer. Now, who in this town besides Mose Moots has got any use in the world for a barber chair?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Might be somebody, though.
Who?
Of course, I can go down there and sit in it myself, but that ain't going to be no fun.
Well, no, you don't have to buy it to do that. You can sit in it anyway.
I ain't going to let nobody else sit in it while it's down there. I know that.
That's a fine thing. Buy your own barber chair.
I might could sell it to Virgil B. Breckenridge. Well, what's wrong with having your own barber chair? They used to have them mugs in there with our names on them.
Well, it's all right with me if you want to buy a chair, but you're going to have to fight Grandpappy Spears for it every time you go down there, I'll tell you that. He'll scuffle with anybody over that chair, you know that.
If I put my name on it, he don't use my mug, my shaving cup in there.
Do as you like, I don't care. But you
I bet I'll be the
buyer.
only man in town with a private barber chair.
If that's what you want, why, you got one. You might as well make up your mind to use it yourself, because nobody will buy it from you, I know that, Lum.
I don't know.
Nobody will. Nobody will.
Virgil B. Breckenridge might need one.
Virgil B. Breckenridge?
Yeah.
What would he want with one?
Well, he's got a barber shop over there at Odin, ain't he?
Well, yeah, that's right. Cost you more than you can sell it for, though, to have it totally clean over there.
And I wish you'd stop talking that way. You get me to thinking I made a bad deal there.
Well, Virgil's done got a barber chair. I seen he used a haircut over there in a rocking chair, Lum, but he bought himself a barber chair. I seen him.
Well, don't worry. I'll study up something to do with it. Nobody's going to get the best of Lum Etheridge in no kind of a deal. No time, no wheres, or no ways.
If you want my opinion, somebody's already done it.
Reckon Grandpap would be interested in a barber chair?
Grandpappy Spears?
Yeah.
Well, now, what would he want with a thing like that,
Well,
Lum?
you know how he always loved to sit in that old chair down there at Moses and read the Police Gazette. Used to sit there for hours.
Well, yeah, Lum, but if he owned it, well, where would he keep it? I know good and well his woman, Charity, ain't going to let him set it there in the parlor.
Well, no, I don't reckon it'd look very good in the parlor. I don't know either. Wouldn't look bad sitting there in front of the fireplace.
For the law, me sakes alive, Lum.
If he got too hot, he'd just turn his back to the fire.
That'd be fine, wouldn't it? She might let him keep it out in the barn, but it'd be a heap too cold out there for Grandpap to sit there reading the Police Gazette or the Almanac, either one.
Well, I'd hate to see it stuck out in a barn, no ways. What in the world would the cows out there do with a barber chair?
I don't know. That'd look funny, though, to come out there some morning and find a cow sitting up there in a barber chair with it lean back.
You might could find a place for it summers, though.
I don't know where it'd be. Not as big as that thing is.
Ought to be somebody summers that's got some use for a second-hand barber chair. Let me see. Must be. Got to be.
Well, I don't know who to suggest to you, Lum. You've got me this
I
time.
wonder how it'd work for an office chair.
Office chair?
Yeah, it swings around good like an office chair, and I'm going to need one in my diamond company office. No, I ain't in that business no more. Forgot about that.
Well, it wouldn't work for that no way, Lum. If the way yonder too high, you'd have to lean way down to reach your desk. You'd always be tumbling out of
You
it.
can lower them chairs. You can raise them up or raise them down. Make them any height you want.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sure, that feature alone ought to sell a chair to somebody. There ought to be some feller that needs a readjustable chair.
I don't know who.
How about Luke Spears?
Luke Spears? Now, what in the world would Luke do with it?
Well, Luke could set the chair up at the lunch counter there, and because them stools he's got there are too low for somebody like Shorty Foster, and they're too high for a feller like Beanpole Potter.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right.
But with this barber chair, they could just readjust it to suit themselves.
Yeah, what time does Shorty and Beanpole eat down there? I'd love to see them two sitting there together.
They don't eat there at all.
What about to eat over at Sister Simpson's boarding house?
No, they don't eat no place.
They don't. I doggy, they're going to starve to death.
Abner, will you forget that and let me call Luke and try to make a deal with him?
Well, maybe we ought to fix up a basket of groceries for them fellas, Mom. Whereabouts do they live at, anyway?
Abner, hush up, for goodness. Hello, Luke. This is Lum. Say, Luke, I was just wondering if I could sell you a nice second-hand barber chair. No, I ain't joshing. I'll let you have it cheap. $6.95. No, this ain't no nonsense. I'm serious. Fact is, I'll knock that down to $5. Hello? That green feet ever hung up on me.
Well, I didn't think he'd want it long, special since the Shorty and Beanpoles quit eating down there.
Well, I know there's a feller Summers that wants that chair. If I can just find out who it is and whereabouts to locate it.
Well, maybe you could sell it to some woman, Lum.
Some woman?
Yeah, she could set it in her kitchen and do all her work sitting right there in that thing.
How do you figure that?
Well, if she wanted to get a pan out of them low cupboards, why, she'd just lower the chair instead of having to bend over and get it, and then she could raise it up to reach a can of baking soda on the top shelf. Swing a chair around to the stove or back around to the kitchen table, wherever she wanted to go.
Why don't you buy it for Elizabeth?
Elizabeth?
And make a nice, thoughty gift for her.
Oh, no, I don't want to pamper my woman, Mom. If I got her something like that, why, she'd get to where she just want to sit in that thing all the time. Never would get outside to do the spring plowing or any of the chores around there.
I'll sell it to you cheap, Abner. $4.
No, Elizabeth would think I was trying to tell her how she ought to run things in the kitchen, and it'd be a big lucas, and she'd start packing up to go visit her brother down there in Texas, and, well, I don't know what. No, you keep the barber chair. I don't want it long.
Looks like I might just well throw it away, I reckon.
There's the best suggest I've heard you.
Yeah, whatever, which way, looks like.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon it serves me right for trying to get into another business I don't know nothing about.
Yeah, you ought to stuck with the store here. That's what you ought to do.
Ought to have did it. I guess I'll just keep on working for you here, never take up nothing new.
Well, you always lose every time you do, Lum.
Yeah, I used to be a big success of a storekeeper, and now all I got in the world is old second-hand barber chair. Ain't a thing in the world I can do with a barber. Hey, wait a minute here. What's the matter with me? Abner, can I put the chair in the store here?
Well, I reckon so. I don't know if there's enough room to put it back there in the feed room or not.
I don't mean store it. I mean put it right here in plain sight and use it.
Use it? Use it for what?
To cut hair in. Natural. That's what it's for, ain't it?
Well, yeah, but who you going to get to do the haircut?
We've already got him. Abner, you may not know it, but you're looking at Pine Ridge's newest and leading barber. L. Eddard, barbarian and shampooist. Going to put up a big sign right out in front.
Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
Bogus, Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, yesterday Lum swore that he would never again go into any line of work about which he knew nothing. It was also yesterday that he announced to Abner that he was about to become Pine Ridge's leading barber. Well, of course, when one suddenly comes into possession of a second-hand barber chair, as Lum did, what else can one do but open up a barber shop? As we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in the Jot 'em Down store. Lum is trying to make a deal with Cedric. Listen.
You mean you want me to haul a whole big barber chair from the barber shop clean up here to the store?
Well, that ain't for Cedric. About a block's all.
Lum, are you sure now that you want to have that thing drug up here to the store?
Well, of course I do. If I'm going to take up barber work, I've got to have a barber chair, ain't I?
You got your head set you're going into that, huh?
Well, of course I have. Besides, I promised Mose I'd move it out of his shop today. Said I'd have it out of there by noon.
Well, maybe you know what you're doing. I got my doubts about it, though.
Well, I'm kind of tired today, Mr. Lum. I don't believe I could hardly even lift a barber chair today.
Why, of course you couldn't, Cedric. Them things are awful heavy.
Well, they can get it in the back of his car there some way. It won't hurt the car none, just hauling it that little bitty ways.
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Well, I know it won't. Mose said he'd help you hoist it into the car, Cedric.
Yes, Mom, but my car's over home. That means I'd have to walk clean over to my place.
Well, it ain't fur over to your place from here, Cedric.
I know, but I'm just too tired to walk that fur, Mr. Lum.
Well, I don't blame you. I wouldn't walk it if I was you neither, Cedric.
Well, he's got to walk it sometime if he expects to go home any time today.
Yeah.
So he might just as well do it now. And then he'll have his car, and he won't have to walk none of the rest of the day.
Doggone, that's right, ain't it? Well, maybe you better do it then, Cedric.
All right, but I still wish I could figure out some way to save me that walk.
Well, there ain't no way, Cedric, so you might as well get going. And don't forget now, I'm going to repay you for this. I'm going to give you free haircuts.
Well, I've already got a haircut, though.
Well, you're going to need another one sometime, Cedric. Your hair keeps growing, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Why, sure it is, Cedric.
Better hurry up now, Cedric. It's getting on close to noon.
Yes, Mom, all right. I still wished I could figure some way to get out all that walking, though.
Now, take it easy now, Cedric. Don't overwork yourself.
No, Mom, I won't, I don't think. So long.
So long.
Well, that's that. Now then, the next thing we got to do...
You oughtn't to have made Cedric do that when he's tired like he says he is. That poor boy just looks awful tired.
Just putting that on. I could tell he was.
No.
He's just lazy, that's all. That boy don't know the meaning of the word tired.
Well, no, he more likely don't know the meaning of it, but I bound you he knows how it feels.
With all the strength that boy's got, I ain't going to worry none about him getting tired.
Well, he sure acted tired in here.
Besides, I'm going to give him free haircuts the rest of his life, and free shaves if he ever gets to where he needs them.
Now, how can you give him haircuts after you're dead, Lum?
After I'm dead?
Why, sure. Ain't no doubt but what Cedric will live a heap longer than you will. So how you going to cut his hair for the rest of his life?
Yeah, that's right, ain't it?
Why, sure it
I
is.
thought about that. Well, I'll cut it for him the rest of my life. That's still a good deal. Save him a batch of money.
Well, it might. This whole idea still sounds sort of silly to me, though. I don't mind telling you, Lum. Silliest thing I ever heard.
Abner, I don't see why you're so dead set again this idea.
Well, the idea's you taking up barbering for a living.
Well, don't forget you're going to make a lot of money out of this yourself.
I am.
Why, sure. Don't you recollect? I said I'd make you the same propositions that I give you on the diamond business.
Huh?
I'm letting you rent me a space in your store for my barber shop in exchange for 10% of the profits I make.
Did you make me that proposition?
Why, sure. About 5 o'clock the other afternoon.
Oh, well, what did I say?
You said, why, sure, it's a deal.
Doggos, I got to watch myself. Go around there shooting off my big mouth. No telling what I'll say next.
Well, you already made the deal, so there's nothing to do now but go ahead with it.
I reckon not. But I ain't gonna be your office boy, though, I'm.
Well, no, of course not. They don't have office boys in barber shops.
And I ain't gonna sweep the floor or shine the shoes now or nothing like that, neither.
Well, I was sort of aiming on getting Cedric for that job anyways.
Cedric?
Well, I'm going to need somebody to help me when I get this place packed with customers. I know that.
Oh, yeah, maybe so. That reminds me of something else. Who are you going to get for customers?
Well, different folks around town, natural.
Who?
Well, some of them might come over from Cherry Hill and Odin.
From Cherry Hill and Odin?
Find out how fancy I cut their hair.
For the law me sexy life. Now, who are you going to get?
Well,
just name somebody.
Caleb Weehunt, Walt Bates, Earl Pomeroy, Eugene Blevins, Gidcombe Tucker, Ulysses S. Quincy, Charlie Redfield.
Now, just a minute before you go any farther on. All them fellers goes to Moe's Moots, and you know it.
You mean they used to go to Moe's?
Huh?
Some of them going to start trading with me now.
There, huh?
Yeah, Mose has had things his own way too long around this town.
Oh.
I bound you I'd at least make him sharpen that razor of his.
Well, that's a good idea. It's worth going into the barber business if you can get him to sharpen that thing up, just like beating them off with a wet rope the way he goes at
I
it.
know it. And he always carries that hot towel over there with a stick. He won't pick it up with his hand.
No, he'll scald you.
Drap it right on your face and you sit there and steam. I've saw fellas run clean out of the shop with that towel on their face.
I did it myself, taking right out of there. Rather do that and get all the hide burnt off my
Just
face.
like putting high life on you.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's like
right.
high life on a dog.
Yeah.
And he charges any amount he's got a mind to and gets away with it. Why, he's practical at a monotony. How do you say that word?
What?
Well, anyway, he's had everything his own way in the barber business here.
Oh, well, maybe so.
And that's unlegal, I think, whatever that was I tried to say.
Well, I know good and well ain't a one of them fellers you mentioned, old Lum, that'll sit down in that chair and let you cut their hair for 'em.
Well, why won't they?
'Cause you don't know nothing about it. That's why they've got some sin.
Well, now, what is it to know about cutting hair?
What is it?
Why, sure. If you get it too short on one side, you can let it a little longer on the other side. Balance it up.
Yeah, carry your head to one side, balance it, I reckon.
Yeah, that's a heap better than that Mose.
Yeah.
And as he shaves you, you have to go take a drink of water, fill your mouth full of water, see if your face leaks.
Yeah, Moe's ain't the best barber I ever seen. I'll say
All
that.
you got to do is get a comb and a pair of scissors and start doing it.
It is.
I've sat down there at Moses' place and watched him for hours, and ain't nothing to it.
They ain't, huh?
Of course not. All you have to learn how to do is talk steady and uninteresting, brag a little,
Oh.
talk about tonics and one thing and another,
Oh.
how to balance a comb over your ear and a few things like that, but that's about all.
Well, then how come that Moe's went to barber college and got their diplomas or whatever it is that hangs on the wall down there? How come he had to do all that before he could cut hair if it's as easy as you say it is?
Well, that just shows the difference twixt me and Mose.
You and Moe's.
He has to go to college and learn it the hard way.
Oh.
I just come by it natural.
Uh-huh.
I'm a natural-born barber, I think. With me, it's an instinct.
You what?
I said, with me, it's an instinct.
Oh, I thought you said that.
Never mind what you started to say. I don't want to hear it.
Oh.
I think I know already.
Oh.
It's just like a bird dog, for instance.
Well, I reckon. Huh, like a bird dog?
Yeah. You never heard of a bird dog going to college to learn how to go out and catch birds, did you?
Oh.
Of course not. Comes by it natural, just the same as me.
Well, I do. I never knowed you could catch birds like a dog.
Well,
How do you do it,
I don't
Ron?
mean catch
Do
birds.
you catch them in your mouth? I'd like to see you do that sometime.
Well, Abner,
You're a heap faster afoot than I ever figured you was.
I never meant I catch birds like a bird dog. I just meant I was like one because I never had to go to college to learn something simple.
Well, I never went to college neither, but I don't figure that puts me in the same class with a dog.
Well, of course not. Not you.
Huh?
I mean, what I meant was that me and a genuine bird dog are alike in that one respect. I don't know, we both may have cold noses. I don't know.
Let's see if I can guess what they. Let me guess. It ain't your feet. They're too big, I know that.
You don't need to guess what it is. I've already told you.
Now, don't help me now. Let me get this by myself now. You know what they always say, no help from the audience, Lum. Let's see. It ain't your ears, 'cause they're too little, and...
For goodness sake.
Is it your eyes, Lum? They got that same droopy look to 'em that a bird dog.
They have not. Look at my eyes. I don't look like no bird dog.
Let's see. Yeah, of course, a bird dog's eyes have that pretty look to 'em, that nice, clear brown look.
Listen, Abner, all I meant is that a bird dog just natural finds birds and goes on a point. And I cut hair the same way.
By pointing at it?
No, I mean it's a natural instinct for him to point birds or set 'em, or if he's a setter, and for me to barber and shave.
Barber and shave the birds?
No.
Well, who do you mean, then, the dog?
I'll swan to goodness.
I admit some of them dogs do get pretty shaggy and could stand a good trimming, Lum, but I doubt if you're going to get one of them to sit up there in that barber chair.
Abner, someday you're going to drive me to subtraction.
And I don't believe you're going to make much money catering to dogs, neither, I can tell you that.
Well, now, listen here, Abner. I never said
In
nothing
fact,
about...
Lum, I believe I'm going to put my foot down on this dog business. Don't forget I'm renting you space here for your barber shop, and I ought to have some say-so about who you get for customers.
All right, then, no dogs.
That's better. I knowed you'd see where you's wrong there, quick as I pointed out to you.
Lucky thing I got you around to keep me on the right path.
I'm just proud to do it. Proud to do it for you, Lum. Proud to.
Now, then the next thing to do...
Wait a minute. There comes Cedric. He's got the barber chair with him, too.
Got it with him?
Yeah.
Good. Well, we better go help him tote it in here.
Yeah,
Come on,
told me that's sure a fast trip he made
Yeah,
there.
sure was. Say, what's the matter with him? He ain't bringing the chair in here. He's going on past the store with it.
For the land's sakes, must be so tired he don't know what he's doing. I told you oughtn't to make him do that.
Wait a minute. Hey, Cedric! Cedric, whereabouts you think you're going?
Yeah, the store's back here, Cedric.
I know it is, but I can't stop now.
Can't stop.
No, Mama, I got to get this thing over home and load it in the car.
The car, ain't you went over and got your car yet?
No, Mama, I was too tired to.
Huh?
But I knowed I'd figure out some way to save me that extra walk over there to get it.